Testing microphone 1 2 3. Testing microphone 1 2 3. Good morning, everybody. Here, welcome to Trading Within the Box here on November 30th. Here, okay. So we got the last day of the month here, and we're going to also look at weeklies too. At once we and the monthlies also when we end the month here. Okay. First of all, welcome to the channel. This is not a recommendation to buy, hold, sell, or trade any stocks. This is an educational video only. If you'd like to purchase stocks, please contact a licensed professional or the brokerage house of your choice, and they will help you there. Okay, and if you like the content, please like, subscribe, share my channel if you can, and let's get to it. So let's go over first the market. Okay, then we'll go over the stocks that we've been following. Okay. So now we're up. We were talking about how we were up into the supply area. Okay. So now we're going to get a pullback here, okay? So now we're getting a pullback. And why we're not surprised? Why? Because where were we? We were right here in the supply area, and we went over that last time. Now, it's going to drift back to support, and then let's see what happens, okay? Sometimes you get distribution up here for a little bit, then you'll get the correction, or you'll get the pullback, and then they'll make one more run. Let's see what they do on S&P 500. As far as the bank basket, the XLF, still very strong, okay? Now, we break up and above the other day we were talking about how we were in the supply area. Now, we're still in it, but on a day like today, we have to see where we are going to end up if we're going to keep going higher here, okay? That means the market's pretty solid and strong, and it's going to hold. As far as SMH and the semiconductors, we have a pullback here, okay? So now if this holds with this engulfing here, remember, it's very early in the morning here. We can get a capitulation candlestick and then, start heading back up. So we don't know yet. We're pulling back here, okay? So we don't know yet. We have to wait till the end of the day to see exactly how this candlestick is going to end up. Now, if today closed right here and we ended up like this, then we know we're going to be heading down to at least to the 157.55. Right now it's 159.80, okay? So it would be shorted back to that level if you're an experienced trader, okay? On the IWM, which is the small caps, and they always indicate what's usually going to happen before everything happens. And we had yesterday, we had a little bit we had two capitulation reversal candlesticks right there. So let's see. Right now we're in this weird little range here, okay? So there's nothing really going on there. So right now we're just waiting to see how the day is going to close. Now let's get to the stocks now. Microsoft, Microsoft that the whole world is in, okay, pulling back. Okay, now Microsoft, we're not done with the day here, but let's go to the small time frames. As we look at the 2-hour chart, we have a break step, okay? We have a step pattern right here, okay? We came down, okay? They took the profits, and now we have the no volume overnight and into the morning. And then in the pre-market, we had the little break step right there. Break step, and then let's see if this holds. And we keep stepping down to this level right here at the 372.36. So now we're at 376.95. So that's what happens in these markets. You have to wait and see development, okay? Because we were way up there in resistance the other day, and we knew that where we were right in that spot. I mean, there was intraday buying here a few days ago, but that means nothing, okay? Because you really got to wait and see what the overall picture is going to do and then go from there, okay? So now Microsoft, we know where we are with the pullback on Apple. Now, on Apple the other day, we were talking about, when we were looking at Apple, remember we were coming off of support here, okay? So let's white this out, okay, and just show you the other day, a few days ago, what we were doing here, okay? So we were at the support level here, right? And let's just get the ink back. So we were holding the support level here. So we're waiting to see what was going to happen at the end of the day here, okay? There was intraday buying. Remember what I was saying? So there was a day trade, okay? Got up to this. We were down here, got up to here. That's trading with the box for a day trade. So then after that, we have to see what the follow-through is going to be. Okay, so we get the two reversal candlesticks. Now, when you get the reversal candlesticks, remember about the the tweezers that I told you about, okay? Right here, you have two tweezers, okay? We're going down, okay? So right now, we're pulling back, okay? Let's see what they do when they hold this, okay? Let's see when they hold this, where this is going to stop, okay? Now, you got up and above, but we're giving it up right now, okay? We're giving it up. So right here, trading within the box, right there, okay? That's the box right there, okay? So we get up and above. Now, this could be a little bit of a fake breakout here. It wasn't really a breakout because we had the reversal candlestick there with the dojis, and then we had the engulfing down, okay? So if this holds right here and it closes down here, we're going to head down to the moving average of the 20-day, okay? Somewhere in the 186.50 range, okay? Or it could even be 187. And we'll see what happens. It could even go to 185. So let's see. Right now it's 188.37, okay, on Apple. Now let's go over the 2-hour chart because we want to see what's actually happening. And we have a break step pattern on a 2-hour chart. Now on the 2-hour chart, look at the volume. Look at the sellers, okay? Look at the sellers right now. They're taking profits and they're selling Apple, okay? They're selling Apple right now, okay? So we're right at that point. We have to follow the volume down, okay? So we're going into this little gap area right here. And we have on November 29th, we had, let's go to our volume, we had 43 million shares, okay? So we're going into 54, 50, almost 54 here. So we have a little strength as we're pulling back here in this area, even though we had dojis with strength of volume. Now, as we go into the candlestick from November 10th, right here, we were at 66 million shares. So let's draw a little bit of a line right here where the gap area was, and that's where our moving average is, okay? So that's going to be the support spot. Let's see as it drifts back to it, what they're going to do and what they do at that point. Are they going to buy off or are they going to start dumping off of it, okay? Let's see. We'll know by the volume as it starts getting down there also what they're going to do. Now, on the 45-minute chart, you could obviously see selling. You have an intraday support level here. You could get a little bit of a bounce and get this little bounce, come back up, and then boom, they short. Now, if it holds the support area, it could make a reversal. If it doesn't hold the support area right here, we'll get this, come up, and then boom, we'll break down to the next support level, okay? And that's what will happen as you're looking at the volume. Now, you had a little distribution here as you were coming down, okay? Now, as we go along to, and we know we're getting this little pullback, okay, we're going to Amazon now, okay? Now, on Amazon, look at this holding, okay? Now, as I draw trading within the box here, look at the circle, okay? As you look at the circle, there's distribution going on up here, okay? Now you got some sellers here, okay, right now on Amazon, okay? So let's see what they're going to do on a lower time frame, okay? Because they're going to try to break it down, okay? We do have a little bit of holding here, right at this, when it came down to this 132.70 area, okay? So that it did, hold a little bit with a sideways situation here. So it's obviously a power stock and it's very strong. Let's go over to the daily chart and let's see. Right now we came off the support area and we have a little bit of a spindle today. Okay, let's go over to the 45-minute chart because right there. And as we look at the 45-minute chart, you'll see the volume. You can see the volume, okay? Sorry, actually, on Amazon, on the 45-minute chart, I was on a different stock there, on a different symbol. But right here, you can see as it breaks down on Amazon, look, it's still pretty solid because it's holding what right here on this velocity candlestick, which was a surge of buying. Now, look at the support area. It broke the support area right here on the 45-minute chart. So now we're going to start heading into this range here with lighter volume. And let's see when it breaks into that area, what happens if we start heading back up on Amazon. Okay, we have a little bit of distribution too, and we have a little bit of a mess there. So, okay, so we're trying to find out what's happening here, okay, right there, okay. So let's go to Tesla. on Tesla, we've been looking at Tesla. That's something that we've been following for a while. So Tesla, this is a broken market, okay, as you can see. So when you see a broken market, this is a bull market right here. See this straight, solid. That's a bull market. This is a bull market run on your stock. When you start to get this kind of thing and it's all over the place, and then even intraday, you'll start to see the whipsaws. Look how on Tesla over here, even when you look at this area, boom, 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 boom. That's a weak market, okay? Because you got a lot of fear in this market. You got a lot of people, as soon as they hit the resistance, boom, they're selling. As soon as they hit the resistance, boom, they're selling, okay? We're not in that type of situation, even though the volume's very good, okay? So we push up on November 15th with 150 million shares, and then on November 28th, we went into it 148, okay? Then went up with 135. So the profit took there, but this could be nibbling above with see the higher lows here? So as it comes down to the moving average here, you get another higher low, and you could start inching up, nibbling up. So this is something that if the volume's light, you're going to buy, well, we're going to buy it off the support areas. Now, on the 2-hour chart, a lot of sellers in here right now, okay? Look at the sellers on Tesla, okay? See the sellers? And then we have a break step. So we have an M formation on the 2-hour chart with an engulfing. Okay, so we want to see what happens when it comes into this solid volume with lighter volume into this support area right here. What's it going to do? Is it going to be the sideways situation where it bounces off? Okay, and that could be a good situation for a trade. And that's trading within the box, okay? Let's go over the 45-minute chart on Tesla, and Tesla breaking down as you can see it. It came sideways right here. You had the sideways consolidation right there. And then what happened? Boom, the sell signal came in, okay? So that's something that you're going to want to continue to watch on the lower time frames. Now let's scoot over to Home Depot here. Now on Home Depot, this is not a surprise, okay? So a few days ago, they were still inching up, and now we got some profit taking. Because why? You're right into that range, okay? Now we can retest that range. Let's break down again and see what's happening here. So we have a little bit of a mixed bag, and Home Depot's pretty solid. So as you see, look at the capitulation candlestick here, okay? Right here in the pre-market today, okay? You had a capitulation, and then you have a little bit of covering coming in here. Because why? Why were you covering? Because it's a solid stock and it hit support right there. Okay, on an intraday it hit support. So let's go over to the 45-minute chart to check the volume, and let's see what's happening. Now we had profit taking up here on the 45-minute chart as we're breaking down, and we had the sideways consolidation right here. Okay. Right, the sideways consolidation. So let's see. Now, when it broke down, look at the beautiful capitulation candlestick. So they're not dumping Home Depot right now, but they're really not, we don't see any major buying here or anything like that. Now, on Home Depot, let me show you something. If you end up today with the capitulation, now, if you end up today with this, and you end up like that, okay, with the red coming down, okay, you're gonna drift back to this area, right, in this gap area right here, okay. So, but if you get this kind of thing, okay, and you get the tail, and you start getting up here, or it's red, it doesn't matter what it is, but you get the tail. Now you had the two tails, right, again, so you could head up to the 316.66. Okay, that's something you're going to watch again on the lower time frames to see if you're getting higher lows. Now, if you really want to bisect and dissect this thing, you can go over to a 5-minute chart, okay, and then you could manage it that way if you're saying, well, you know what, I think it might hold. So what happens? Okay, you come back up, you sold off this morning right here, you come back up, you hold, you get the engulfing, okay, you get the little W formation right there, okay, and you get the engulfing, okay, you get the next W right there, and you get the capitulation candlestick, okay. Now you're coming into this area right here. What are they going to do? They're going to take the profits. That's where it sold off. Okay. Market psychology right now. Okay. So right now, let's see what they're going to do. If they're going to hold this and then come back up, then you'll get the capitulation candlestick today. Okay. On the daily chart. So that's something at the end of the day you really want to see, because the longer those capitulation candlesticks are, like this one is not a huge, but if you get one, I'm just going to stretch this, and you get one that looks like that, then you're going higher, okay? So the longer they are, the better they are, okay? And then a lot of times, two of them will show up in an area, one, and then you'll get a second one, and then you're going to the next level up. Obviously, this could break down, today later. So that you have to still wait intraday and see what's going to happen. Goldman Sachs. Now, with Goldman Sachs, let's look at S&P. S&P is coming down today, right? Now watch Goldman Sachs. Now Goldman Sachs has what today? Well, we don't know yet. We didn't close yet. But Goldman Sachs has relative strength here today, okay? So you get a sideways move. Watch this. You get trading within the box, sideways move. You get accumulation here at the resistance level, okay, Goldman Sachs. Then you come up. Now, we want to see if this is going to hold. If you get today, later, and you get this kind of a situation, okay, and you get engulfing, okay, like this kind of thing right here, okay, then you held and you had relative strength, and they're gonna come in and start buying this thing, okay. That's what's going to happen with Goldman Sachs if you get that at 355 today, okay. Now, with Goldman Sachs, what happens when you get the sideways moves, always be careful and know where you are, as that old wrestling coach used to say. Know where you are, where the out of bounds area. Okay, so you're going into a supply area up here at 345. Okay, 345. Right now it's 342.88 today. Okay, right now. So let's see what they're going to do here, if they're going to hold this, and then let's also go over to a 2-hour chart. And let's see what's happening. Now, over the last few days, you had the sideways move. Remember what I said about Goldman Sachs? You had the sideways move right here with the engulfing, okay? Then you get another engulfing, okay? You come after market, you pull back, pre-market buying. Now we're getting a little profit taking here, okay? So let's see if they hold this and it just keeps nibbling up, and we kind of keep just getting that right to 345, okay? And then we'll see with the volume. Now, the volume on the 45-minute chart is pretty good from yesterday. So now look at yesterday's volume. Yesterday's volume was really nice. Look at, I'm going to just draw boxes here to show you the difference of Goldman Sachs here. And now look at the volume from yesterday, okay? Looks like they were buying that, right? And holding higher lows. Look at the higher lows on the 45-minute chart here. Engulfing. Now pulling back. Pull back to the support line. We get another engulfing, okay? So let's see if that's going to hold like that, okay? Now, if Goldman Sachs holds, you have relative strength in this market pulling back. If S&P pulls back today, you will have relative strength going into this area. Now, you're going into this candlestick on September 15th with 3 million shares, okay? Yesterday, you had 2 million shares, okay? So let's see as it goes into that candlestick right there from the September 15th candlestick, if it's going to fail in that spot, okay? That's something that we're going to have to look at, okay? Now remember, look at most of this trade is pretty much over from at this point unless we start breaking out. So if we break out, we'll go to the next 352 range, then we'll go up to 356, okay? In that range, okay? So that's something that you're going to have to keep watching, okay? Always keep watching. That's why in markets like this, you got to be very careful, and that's why full-time traders are in there watching at all times, because you can get a move against you with some kind of crazy bad news or something, and we're in a sloppy market here, okay? We also don't know what's around the corner too, and so that's another thing here. So we're all over the place, and with the economic situation, we really don't know what's around the corner for 2024, okay? Let's see, okay? Right now, the forecast is not that great. Okay, so on Caterpillar, we had the buy signal right there the other day. So now we get up and above the moving average. Now this could be an M formation here, so that's something you have to be careful of. You can get this, then this, and then you can get this down, okay? Let's see if this turns the other way. How we'll know is we'll just keep watching on the small time frames. Now, on the small time frames, we don't have that many buyers here, okay? We really don't. So we have more sellers right now than buyers on Caterpillar, okay? We have more sellers interested in selling Caterpillar at this moment than buying it. But like I said, that could always change. Now, on a 45-minute chart, okay, on a 45-minute chart, if this stays, we have an engulfing to the downside here, okay? But we don't have like incredible selling volume either here, okay? But we do have, now that could always change. Look how over here we dropped, and boom, we came to support, and they brought right off the support level, okay? So that could always change. When you get into the support level over here, will it do the same thing and then hold the higher low and then start heading back up? That will remains to be seen, okay? Nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody knows exactly what's happening to that point, okay? We follow the money. Okay, we follow the money. That's a buy signal right there, but then we get up and above and we lose steam going into this area. Now we're going into the candlestick from November 17th, which had 3.43 million shares, and yesterday we went into a 2.2. That's very weak. Okay, that's very weak on Caterpillar as of now. And then everything like life is as of now, right? Nothing is guaranteed in this world, death and taxes. So always remember that. Now, Duke Energy, the other day, 2 days ago, we slammed right into the resistance area. Let's just go into it. And we knew that was going to happen. We knew we were going to get on Tuesday, okay, on November 28th, we knew we had two capitulation candlesticks, two reversal candlesticks right there, okay, and we knew we were going to get the pullback to at least support, okay. Now you're up there again, okay. You get the retest, and you're up there again. Now, you'll probably get this little thing and you'll probably pull back again. You might test it again, and then if it fails again, you'll be heading probably down to here somewhere. Okay, so that's something that, again, keep watching on the lower time frames. Now, on the 2-hour chart, we're still riding the moving average, but we're getting the little reversal candlesticks here. But that could always change. Remember, we're early in the day here. Okay, on Duke Energy, what are they doing on a 45-minute chart? And it's holding right now, but let's see what they're going to do, okay, from there, because we don't know. Right now we're smack into the supply area right now, okay, and we don't have any surge of buying or anything to get up and above it. So now as we keep going along here on we switch over to Costco. Now, Costco is at the moving average right here, okay? So Costco's right at the moving average, at the 9-day moving average, okay? So let's see what they're going to do here. So now, yesterday you got the little sell-off there, okay? Because why? Now, this is not a surprise here. Like, why? Because you're right into it. And you have the reversal, you have a little bit of a reversal candlestick right there and there, okay? You have the M formation, you got a little engulfing, okay, to pull back. Now, that is not a surprise. Somebody says, oh, well, I thought, how'd you think it? You're in resistance. You're not a support level. Right now, you're heading down to a support level at 581.07. You're at 587.75. So let's see if we hold here what they're going to actually do. Now, when you go to the 45-minute chart and you start breaking this thing down, okay, what do you have? You have two sell signals right here. Sell, sell. Okay, you come up, now you come here, you sold off, you had some good selling volume right there and right there. Okay, now you come here and you get a little bit of covering, but volume on the 45-minute chart going up, but volume going down. So you get here and you might get another engulfing candlestick to the downside to the support line, okay, to the support line. Sometimes getting in later is better, and of course it is. Okay, now you have a little bit of a capitulation candlestick here. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do if this holds. Now, Costco is a power stock, but you were aware. So now look how far away you are from home. I call it from home. Moving averages, look how far when you were up here. When you're far away, they always come back to them. Look how it came back right to the 9-day moving average. Okay, and then it could come back and then come back to the 20. And then make the next run. And then if it fails a third time, you'll come back again. And then you'll see how hard they're going to come back. You'll know how hard they're going to come back with the volume, okay? That's how you'll know. Okay, so we're getting long in the tooth here. Let's go over to GDX and the gold. Remember the gold? We were going over this on Tuesday. We had that huge engulfing with the volume, okay? You get a big surge energy. If you're running a track meet, you get the huge, you start here, you just ran a mile, a sprint of a mile, you're tired, and that's what happened here. And that's why yesterday you had the doji, okay? You have a rest coming here, okay? Now the rest could hold sideways right here, or the rest could pull back to the support area, okay? So, again, like we always do, we break it down to the small time frame because we want to see actually what they're doing. Now on a 2-hour chart, if this holds, we have another buying situation right there with the crossover right here, and then we could come off the moving average right there, okay? So look at that and follow it. Now when you go to, we want to know, let's go to a 45-minute chart and let's look at the volume. Now we did have some profit takers, and of course you're going to get profit taking because look at this surge of buying in this spot. Point your arrow to the prices that they liked. 30, 60 in this range, 30, 80, whatever. You're holding that support, okay? Right there. They like this price. Obviously, look at this, okay? Look at this. They like that price on GDX, on the gold miners, okay? Let's go over to SLV, which is the silver, because you always want to see what silver's doing, and look at today with the buying with the silver in the pre-market and then into today, okay? Now, look at silver on a 2-hour chart. Okay, 2-hour chart, boom, we get the pop up, we get good volume, okay, we got the stochastic heading up, okay, so silver, we got that good situation, we had a spindle indecision, and boom, okay, and then we have the sideways consolidation here on silver, okay, right there, okay, right in that spot, okay, so silver looking good. Let's go over to, we did Costco, we did silver. So, obviously, let me just go over the U.S. dollar. Obviously, what's happening here is we had the pullback, okay, on the dollar, okay? So we're getting a little covering here on the dollar, a small amount of covering right there at the support area. But we have the doji. So last time we popped up here, we had less volume for covering, come back. Now we come here. So let's see what they're going to do in this spot here. If they're going to take it back and then move it to this line and then fail again on the dollar. Because we know that gold right now, the situation with the gold stocks. But somebody said to me, why did that happen? Okay, look at the gap from this area right here. That's exactly why it happened, okay? Look at that area and then put your eyes that way. So we came back into this area. It's a major covering area. That's a major gap up right in there with a huge candlestick with great volume, okay? But look at the volume coming down, how high it is, okay? Coming down, okay? So on the UUP, which is the U.S. dollar, okay? So let's go over to the Dominion Energy Corporation. And right here, okay, pulling back a little bit, okay, on Dominion Energy. Okay, let's go over. I got to move fast here. NVIDIA. We're almost done here. Now, on NVIDIA the other day, here's the situation that we had. Okay, we had the W formation, but we were waiting for the close. We didn't know on Tuesday what was going to happen here. Okay, so we didn't know for sure because it was early in the day. Okay, we weren't at the close, so we were in this spot right here. We didn't know if we were getting this. Okay, with this engulfed, but we didn't. Okay, and what did we get? We got the doji, and then boom, we got the M formation with the selling candlestick. Okay, we had the seller right there. Okay, we had come back up, and then boom. Now let's see if this holds. If this holds today, we're pulling back to the 458.49. Right now it's 466.15. Now the stochastic is all the way in the bottom, so we could stay down here for a little bit and come down to this area. Let's see what they do when it gets that area. Does it bounce and then they start heading back up again? Let's see. Okay, that's something that we're gonna have to see, and how we're gonna know that is the volume. Okay, we're gonna know about the volume. Right now we have sellers in NVIDIA. Okay, we'll look at the sellers on the 45-minute chart. Okay, we were looking at this before. That's nice selling for a short. Okay, that's nice selling for a short sell when you were up in this area. Now on the 2-hour chart, you can see it a little better. Okay, you had them come down. Okay, we held at support, came down. We had nothing going on here, and then look at the sellers in there. Okay, the buyers are not there. Okay, the day trading buyers. Okay, they're not there. But look at the break step pattern on NVIDIA. Go heading down. Okay, for this pullback. Okay, the pullback right now. Okay, let's go to Procter & Gamble, and we're gonna have to wrap this up. Procter & Gamble now. Look at Procter & Gamble with the relative strength. Okay, let's go to the 2-hour chart here. Now, let's see if this holds, though. This could just be a day trade on Procter & Gamble. Okay, getting up to the 152.47. Right now, you're at 152.07. Okay, so let's look at also on the 45-minute chart and look at this. Okay, now go back to the S&P 500, and you got this. Okay, you got that. So what is that? Relative strength. Okay, so you always go in there and look at the relative. You could always go to a heat map too and see where the relative strength is. Okay, where the money's coming in as that market's pulling back. Market's pulling back, money in. You know you're strong. Okay, now when you go to you came off the moving average here. Now you don't know exactly where we're going to end up today. Let's see at the end of the day here. But if we start to get pushing up here, we come off the moving average. Let's see the volume. Right now the volume's a little on the light side, but let's see if they move it up. How you'll know also is you can just move it to a 15-minute chart if you want. And you could just play it on a 15-minute chart. You had the engulfing right here, the buy signal. You got another buy signal, boom, right there on a 15-minute chart. And sometimes getting in later is better, right? Because if you got in here today on a day trade after the engulfing, okay, you would have been at let's say 151, I don't know, 151.57 or whatever, and then boom, you had a nice little day trade right there. And then you get up to resistance, and we're holding above resistance right now on this day trade, okay, on Procter & Gamble with relative strength. Okay, with that said, I want to thank everybody for coming. Please like, subscribe, share my channel if you like the content here. I hope this helps everybody. This is a little bit of a pullback here now, okay? Let's see. And we want that because you were up in resistance, and there was no more opportunity for it nibbling up at the top with dojis. So you want the pullback to see if you're going to get that next surge, okay? Thank you for coming. Have a great day.